Ladies and gentlemen, very pleased to welcome back Fabricio Andrade back in Thailand, up against Jeremy Pacatiw. At the next one show, we've got one full circle happening soon. I feel like we didn't see you that long ago, so great to see you back in competition again. One thing I want to ask though, Jeremy, I was kind of surprised to see this being your opponent. You know, you're number 4 in the division. He's not ranked in the division. Can you tell me the story about how this happened? Why are you fighting Jeremy?
They sent me. That's the opponent they sent me.
And that's it.
That's it.
Were you surprised that it was Jeremy?
Not really, to be honest. Like I expected them to send an opponent, and it was him.
How do you feel about him as an opponent? He hits hard. He's on a 2-fight winning streak. Do you like him as an opponent?
Yes. For me, like, doesn't matter who my opponent is. You know, like I always say that, and one championship knows it because I have never denied any fight. So, like for me, it don't really matter what my opponents look like. You know, for me, what matter for me right now is to step in there and keep like doing what I'm doing, you know.
Do you kind of like it though as a style matchup for you, because you're an incredible striker? Are you looking forward to having a nice stand-up battle here, being able to use some head kicks? How do you see it in terms of style?
Yeah, like I know Team Nakai have a big respect in one championship, you know, and in Asia. So I was expecting to fight one of the fighters in some point, and it happened to be him. For me, after watching his fight against Shane Ray, he couldn't even strike with him. He tried to put him down. So it's very obvious that he will try to put me down on this fight. But there's nothing that worries me, that because I'm used to that, you know.
So how do you see this going? You had an awesome knockout in your last fight. Do you think we're going to see another one of those?
I hope so. I like knockouts more than submission. So, but if he give me his neck, I will finish it. So, but I hope as a nice knockout this time too.
When did you get back to Thailand? Are you back training at Tiger right now?
Yeah, I got back here maybe 1 week.
How's it going over there? I feel like you have a room full of absolute killers right now.
Yeah, it's great, to be honest. Like I miss Thailand a lot, and things here are getting normal again. You know, was very easy. Was kind of like very easy to get in the country again, and I'm just happy to be back, to see a lot of like familiar face, you know, and go to the gym and see like so many good fighters. I was very lucky to have Marlon Moraes right now, and he's just getting ready for his fight. So we had like the opportunity to train together, spar together. So it's been really great to be here in this moment.
Magic Marlon Moraes. What's it like training with him? How was that?
It's great, man. Like he's so experienced, you know. He had so many fights. He was like he was champion already on the promotion. He went to UFC. He have a long like history, you know. So it's great to train with him, to get like some tips and to feel like more confident, you know.
Has he given you any advice? He's kind of like a veteran in the game. You're 24, right? Has he shared anything interesting?
Yeah, like we talk a lot, you know. We're both Brazilians, so we talk a lot. We hang out a lot. Like we go for breakfast and stuff. So we have been talking a lot about fighting in general, you know. And it's good to learn from him.
What about your other teammates? Have they faced Team Nakai guys before? Has anybody else shared some interesting advice? Because they all have a similar style at Team Nakai, right? That wushu style.
Yeah, I know many of the fighters, you know. They was always fighting against Tiger fighters, you know. So I watch many of those guys fighting. I know how they fight, but I think like my style is just a problem for them, you know. And then they're gonna have to find a solution to like break what I'm gonna do on the fight, because everybody know what I'm gonna do, but it's just hard to deal with it when I'm fighting because they can get close to me and they can't put me down. So they have to strike like in a long distance because I'm taller. So I think I'm a bad matchup for any of those fighters, any of fighters of Team Nakai or any of the one championship fighters right now.
Were you surprised when the call came that it wasn't Stephen Lohman? I really thought they were going to pair you with Stephen Lohman.
Yeah, like, they know that I would accept anybody, and they know if they send me Steve Lohman, I would have accepted the fight, but they know if they send me anybody else, I would have accepted too. So maybe in this time, they don't want to see this fight happen now. We know like there's Kwon Liu and him, maybe they be the fight right now. So like, I can't agree with that. They pay me, they treat me well, so that's what matters for me.
After this fight, let's say you get another great knockout in the first round, they give you the mic. Do you ask for Stephen Lohman? Do you ask for Kwon Won-il? Do you ask for the winner of that fight? What do you ask for?
To be honest, like, I know I will knock him out, and I'll just wait and then to send my next opponent. For me right now, I'll just keep doing that. I'll just keep beating these guys, and doesn't matter who it is. They know I can fight any of those guys anytime, and I know any of those guys want to fight me because they know I'm a bad matchup for them. So, and everybody knows it. I have spoke about it many times, so everybody knows it. So I just wait. Whatever they send me, I'll be ready, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
In a way, are you quite pleased because you have a lot of experience in kickboxing, Muay Thai, but you're only 6-2 in MMA. You're still young. Are you just quite happy to be patient and just take the time and kind of take the learning?
Yeah, like for me right now, I'm living a really great moment of my life. Like, I'm finally like getting there, so I'm very like proud of myself. But I also know I don't have many MMA fights, and every time I step in there, I feel more confident. I feel more comfortable. I feel like I have more weapons. Like I'm showing more of my game. So I know I gotta be patient because the time is gonna come, and when the times come, I'm gonna be ready.
I think I was interviewing Jared Brooks the other day, and he was super impressed with you because he's thinking about bantamweight as well. And he said you could be any of the top 10 guys in the world right now. And he was really impressed with you. Have you noticed Jared Brooks? Do you feel the same about him?
To be honest, I don't know who it is.
He's fighting at strawweight right now, so he was talking about maybe moving up, but he's the monkey god. He's the American.
The American. Oh yeah. I know who it is. Sorry, because for me it's hard to remember. But yeah, I know him, and yeah, like I think he's gonna fight for the title next, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, he have a really good wrestling. I watched his last fight, and he actually dominated the other guy, so he could be champion soon for sure.
I'm interested to see what you think about Lineker and Bibiano, because Bibiano was disappointed, Lineker was disappointed. I was wondering why there was nobody waiting to replace, at the last minute. What about you? You're just fighting like a couple of weeks later. Maybe you could have jumped in to fight Bibiano. Did that occur to you at all?
Actually, I got a lot of messages of people like asking for me to take that fight, but it was like 3 days, 3 days to the fight, and one championship don't even like say anything to me. But I don't know, maybe if they had messaged me, I don't know what I would do, like I didn't have the opportunity to say yes or no, but maybe I would say yes. But yeah, like I think they should be more like careful with that, because right now with the situation, fighters can pull out all the time for many reasons. So I think like if they had like another fight, just like waiting for if anybody like has to pull out of the fight, that would be great and would have saved the show. especially because the bantamweight division is just like is not like working, you know, because the belt is there for like almost more than 2 years without anybody fight for the belt. So it's like even the older guys is fighting, I am fighting, like the Loman is fighting, but the top is not moving. So it doesn't work, you know.
Do you think that we see you win the title this year, or are you happy to wait longer?
Sorry?
Do you think we're going to see you win the belt this year, or are you happy to wait longer?
That's a hard question. I hope I fight for the title this year.
And are you fully
like I'll fight now. Like I just fought in December, I'll fight now again, and I'll probably be waiting for fight after like 2 months, 3 months, you know. So I told them I want to be active, you know. So I want to fight a lot this year too.
Are you fully focused on Muay Thai right now? I mean, so are you fully focused on MMA right now, or are you keeping an eye on what's going on with kickboxing and Muay Thai in one?
Like, for me, right now, I'm really focused on MMA. I don't think I would fight anything else, but I don't just like don't consider in the future I would do like one kickboxing fight, you know, or I don't know. But for me now is 100% focus on MMA, but I would like to do one retirement kickboxing fight, you know.
That'd be awesome.